Hey.
Hi, Frank. I didn't think you were coming.
Just because I'm staying away from Julie doesn't mean I want her to get the death penalty. I came to check out her court-appointed shrink. Is he here yet?
Not yet, no.
Lee, I got a question. Kevin already thinks that Julie isn't fit to stand trial. Now, is his opinion going to carry any weight with this new doctor?
No, not really. Kevin was hired by the defense. Now, the judge wants an independent analysis of Julie's mental condition. So this doctor's opinion can really mean everything to helping Julie avoid a lethal injection.
Listen, I just confirmed that the Canelloses are putting us off the island tomorrow.
Courtney couldn't stall for more time?
She already bought us an extra day, and the Canelloses are not going to be put off any longer. They want to know if Courtney is staying here or leaving Neil behind.
Then we have to move tonight. Frankly, I'm stumped. I have no idea how to get past the guards.
Something you were telling Neil got me thinking.
What's that?
It's one of my favorite tales, the Odyssey. At one point, Odysseus is imprisoned by that Cyclops who was too large for him or his men to defeat.
Polyphemus, I remember. Odysseus got him so drunk that he passed out.
But we can't get everybody that drunk, but what if we were able to drug something that they eat or drink?
Of course.
Now, the problem is, what do we use? Now, you know the area. You've studied this sort of thing. Did you see any flower or plant that we might be able to use?
Papaver somniferans. There's a huge field of it right down the road.
Opium poppies.
One of the oldest narcotics known to man.
Hi, honey. Are you angry with me?
No.
But it was hard for you to learn that Joe's your father.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You already had a father who loved you very much. And I didn't want to make things more difficult for you than they already were.
Am I the reason you and Dad yelled at each other right before the divorce?
No. No. We had a lot of other problems. John Canellos loved you very much. Just like Joe does.
I know.
And you should know that your feelings for Joe don't take away what you felt for your dad.
That's what Joe said.
He's right. Now, if you have any other questions or anything at all you want to discuss, you just tell me, okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, I have a question for you. Do you want to stay here with Yaya and Papu? Or do you want to go home with me?
You're not staying here?
No. I'm going back to Port Charles.
I want to go with you.
Good. Good. But we got a problem. Your Yaya and Papu won't let you leave.
Why not?
Well, they're afraid if you go, they'll never see you again.
But I want to see them again.
Yeah, that's what I told them. But their minds are made up.
Well, before you showed up, Joe was trying to sneak me out of here, and... Is that what we have to do?
We're going to try and leave the island tonight. But for that to work, you can't tell anyone what we're doing. And what's more, I'm going to have to lie and say I'm staying here in Greece with you. Do you understand?
I guess. But How are we going to get off the island without anyone knowing?
Joe and Victor are working on that now.
He should do the trick.
Yeah, well, we're far enough away from the Canals' compound that we can't be seen.
Fortunately, Costa cares more about having Neil watch than us.
And he also has our helicopter. We can't go anywhere even if we want to.
Good point.
So, how do we get the sedative from the flowers?
I'll gather the resin, and you start a fire.
All right, let's get to it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I've decided to stay here with Neil.
Good. He will be very happy.
That is wonderful news.
Oh, come on. Let's not kid ourselves. You don't like me, I don't like you. It was wrong of you to kidnap Neil, but there's nothing I can do about it now. So, to make the best out of a bad situation, I suggest we all try to act like a loving family for Neil's sake. He's the only one who matters here.
It's good that we comprehend each other.
The others would like to leave tonight after dinner.
Very well. I will see that their helicopter's ready.
What does Joe think of your decision?
He doesn't like it. But he realizes I don't have any other choice but to stay.
What do you mean you're staying?
Well, just what I said. I'm staying here with Neil.
You're siding with them?
No, I am siding with my son.
Oh, Neil happens to be Joe's son, too. Is he going to lose all contact with his son? Am I?
Well, that's up to Costa and Alini, not me.
There are still other channels we can go through. But if you stay here, there won't be anything Joe can do. We need you to come back with us.
I can't. You can't win. They're too powerful. I have to think of what's best for Neil.
Even if it means depriving him of his own father?
Better that than Neil lose contact with Joe and me.
I shouldn't be surprised. You've disappointed me from the first day we met. God knows what Joe ever saw in you.
Dr. Davis, good to see you again.
You too, Mr. Baldwin.
These are friends of Julie's. This is my granddaughter, Karen Wexler, and Frank Scanlon.
How do you do?
So, how do you determine if Julie's able to stand trial?
Well, I'll ask her questions. That will help me gauge her thought process, her judgment, and memory recall. I'll also want to find out if she's experiencing any auditory or visual hallucinations. How has she been since she was arrested?
Well, I met with her a couple of times over the last few days, and she's...
Wait a minute, what do you mean you met with her? You can't question my client without my being present.
Now, hold on, Lee. I wasn't going behind your back. Julie was the one who came to me for the meetings.
That doesn't mean that you can take advantage of her current mental state.
You know me better than that. Everything I did was by the book.
I should get on with the examination.
Oh, yes, of course, Doctor. Now, you and I will continue this later.
Julie, this is Dr. Davis.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello?
He's the court-appointed psychiatrist I told you about.
You want to see if I'm competent to stand trial?
That's right.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. First off, where are you?
In a police station interrogation room.
And what time of day is it?
Afternoon.
And what is the name of this town?
Port Charles.
If it's snowing outside, what's the weather? Hot or cold?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to guess cold.
Julie.
Do you know why you're being held here?
Of course I do.
And what is the reason?
I'm here because I am Daddy's perfect little girl.
My compliments on your performance.
Do you think they bought it?
Oh, they should have. It was very convincing. Almost too convincing. Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
How did it go?
Success, success.
Flowers for you, Mother. and puppy resin for everyone else.
We have enough to knock out the entire household.
So did you tell the Canaleses that you were staying?
Yes. The helicopter will be ready for you tonight after dinner.
Oh, here we are.
I need a distraction.
Costa, Salispira.
Look what Victor and Joe brought.
Oh, flowers for the ladies. How thoughtful. I'll have one of the maids put them in water.
Cute.
Antonia. Dinner is almost ready. Shall we have drinks first? By all means. My dear?
Oh, thank you.
Where are you going?
I was just going to get my mother a wrap. She said she was cold.
Because, Feda, Mu, Noena, Palto, Mrs. Scanlon. All right, you'll get it. Come on. The cocktails are waiting.
You insist. You coming?
Go ahead, pour me one. I want to tell the maid to put some flowers in Neil's room.
One martini coming up.
Thanks. Oh, Eleni, the others are having drinks if you'd like to join them.
I need one. That fool of a cook burned the soup.
The soup?
Yes, our first course is ruined.
What's the second course?
Braised chicken over rice. Oh.
How long is this going to take?
Well, it's not something you can rush through. Listen, I want a cup of coffee. You want anything, any of you?
No, thanks. It's okay.
No, me neither.
I'll be back.
Glad you're here.
Well, that makes one of us.
You're a good man, Frank. Making sure that Julie gets help even after all that she's done. It's really good.
Yeah, us Scanlon men. We stick by our women. Serial killers, child kidnappers, we don't let minor character flaws cloud our judgment.
I assume that you mean Courtney when you say child kidnappers.
She did take off from Greece with Neil without telling anyone, violating a custody agreement.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty much how I see it.
Not that that fact would stop Joe. We both have quite a track record with women. I mean, our past record hasn't always been the greatest. At least with Joe, there's hope. He had the good sense to find you.
You seem anxious.
Are we done?
Not yet. Earlier, you said that you were in jail because you're Daddy's perfect little girl. What did you mean by that?
Well, I guess I meant...
Speak up, don't mumble. What did you mean?
Do you know how hard it is trying to be perfect for you? It's impossible, particularly when you never say one word of encouragement when I do anything right or good. All you ever see are my mistakes. Outside of that, you don't see me at all. You see Buddy. It's always Buddy.
What do you expect? You make so many mistakes.
I killed you, didn't I? I got that one right.
Yes. You did. Look at you now. In jail. You think that makes me proud?
Julie. Julie? Julie? Were you speaking to your father?
What?
It seemed to me that you were speaking...
You're so gullible. I can't believe you bought that.
That was all an act?
Of course. Yeah, maybe I should do that in court. You think it'll convince the judge I'm crazy?
Was quite believable. I wonder if you could tell me...
I don't feel well.
What's the matter?
I feel dizzy. I don't want to answer any more questions. I want to go back to my cell.
So, did you do it?
No.
Why not?
The cook burned the soup, so it's not being served.
Well, couldn't you spike another dish?
I tried putting it in the rice, but the cook's watching it like a hawk.
All right, listen, give me a jar. I'll get to the rice, but I'm gonna need a distraction.
Okay. There's a distraction to me. Kostya, I've been discussing with Courtney her decision to stay here, and I know Mary doesn't agree with me, but seeing all that you have to offer, I'm close to envious about the wonderful life that Neil will enjoy.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
On the contrary, it's you who've been kind to us. If I might impose a bit further on your hospitality, one of my hobbies is the study of folk dance in various cultures, and I was hoping, if it's not too much to ask, that you might be able to give me a few pointers.
Well, Plato says, a man who cannot dance is uneducated and unrefined.
While an accomplished dancer is the epitome of a cultured man.
Correct.
If I start.
We start with the Sirtaki.
Ah, Sirtaki, of course.
Victor, you don't know what you are in for. When you ask Costa to dance, he will dance the night away.
Oh, I know this one.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes, good.
Maybe I don't know.
What are you doing? I'm sorry, is that how you express enthusiasm?
No, not with food on the plate.
And not with my good china.
I'm terribly sorry. Don't call the maid. I'll clean it up myself. Please. Oh, terribly sorry.
Listen, I couldn't get to the rice dish, so I spiked the yogurt dish instead.
The tzatziki.
Yes, whatever you do not eat the tzatziki, okay? Pass it on.
All right, okay. What's going on? Well, the rice is fine. Just don't eat the tzatziki.
Don't eat the tzatziki.
Yeah, okay. All right.
How'd it go?
Well, it started out all right, but then Julie hallucinated that I was her father.
She thought you were Bennett Devlin.
She spoke to me as if I were.
She's getting worse.
When I confronted her, she denied seeing him, but I'm sure she really felt her father was in that room.
So what does that mean, bottom line?
Well, if she isn't consistently in touch with reality, then she can't assist in her own defense.
Then you don't think she is competent to stand trial?
I need to conduct some more sessions, but it looks that way.
I know that's hard to hear, but that is good news. I mean, no trial, no death penalty. Doctor, let me see to your car, huh?
Sure.
We're supposed to be happy that Julie's headed to a psych ward for the rest of her life?
I know, like we can celebrate the mental breakdown of our friend.
Okay.
Hey.
How is she?
She's sick.
Yeah, we know. We heard about
No. She's physically ill. She needs to see a doctor.
Now listen to me. Whatever you do not eat the tzatziki.
Why not?
Because I put something in it that'll make whoever eats it fall asleep, and it's not going to hurt them, but It's our only way past the guards. And then Victor's gonna fly us out of here in his helicopter.
Okay.
Okay?
No tzatziki. Got it.
I noticed the Canellises had plenty of tzatziki on their plates.
All the guards took some too.
Well, we just have to warn Victor. He still thinks it's in the rice.
Finally. Mary, you don't have any tzatziki on your plate. You should go back to the buffet and get some. It's incredible.
When did you eat?
Just now in the kitchen. What?
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, are kids being overloaded with homework? What some parents are doing about it. Plus, Chef Emeril Lagasse gets a tall order for short ribs. Tomorrow on Good Morning America.